Greetings adventurers and welcome back to Abnormal Voyages. As always, my name is David, and today we are in Little Rock, Arkansas. Let's go see what we can find.
We're going to a place that you've never heard of before. It's Abnormal Voyages. You're gonna learn something new. We're gonna open new doors. It's Abnormal Voyages.
In the heart of Little Rock, Arkansas, you'll find the Songham Martial Arts Gate, which is here behind me. This intricate structure weighs about 80 tons and was completely put together, crafted in South Korea, then sent here to honor Grandmaster H.U. Lee. Built in 2007, the entire gate was built in Korea and shipped over to the United States. It weighs over 80 tons and was carved from traditional Korean fir trees. It took about 2 months to reassemble once it was in the States, at a cost of approximately $1.4 million. As you come in, you're greeted by two fully outfitted Taekwondo students with their traditional bow. This is a statue of Grandmaster H.U. Lee, who was actually responsible for making Little Rock, Arkansas, the international headquarters for the ATA, which is, of course, the American Taekwondo Association. All of this was created to honor him and his achievements. Flanking the staircase down into the gardens, we have some traditional sculptures. Friendly looking guys, but I don't think you'd want to get on their bad side. Honored here is the staff of the Flying Dragon. Very intricately designed. It actually tells an entire story of those who follow the practice. This entire memorial was put together by the heirs of Grandmaster H.U. Lee. The original headquarters of the American Taekwondo Association was actually founded in Omaha, but after Grandmaster Lee visited Little Rock, he loved it so much that he knew he had to move the headquarters here in 1977. Lee continued to teach until his death in 2007. This is more of the backside of that amazingly intricate gate. The coloring is amazing on this, and it's absolutely a worthwhile memorial. We started to get a bit hungry, so decided to head over to the Flying Fish. Here in Little Rock, Arkansas, we bring you the world's first Billy Bass Adoption Center. A popular novelty in the early 2000s, the big mouth Billy Bass is truly an icon. For those who no longer want their singing fish friend, the Flying Fish is here and ready to give them a new home. But be warned, there are a few rules that go along with rehoming your billy. Once you've set your billy free, you're treated to some free, delicious food. As you can see, the big mouth Billy Bass here come in a stunning array of different types. Many fish are even decorated before being brought to the adoption center, and they are more than happy to provide a home for fish of all shapes and sizes. Among the fish, they have salmon, lobster, British fish, and even Christmas fish. No type of fish is discriminated against here at the Flying Fish. A catfish snuck on the wall right here. And this is actually one of my favorite ones, the tropical fish, all ready for a nice relaxing vacation. Oh, even some fish who have long expired, but have found a new ghostly home to be spooky in. There's no doubt that these fish are very happy here. Well, now that we've eaten, there's actually a pretty cool place not too far away. Let's go check it out. A fun little extra tidbit about Little Rock, Arkansas. Located here right on the river and next to Junction Bridge, we have the literal Little Rock that Little Rock was named after. This actually used to be a marker, a part of a very, very big rock that would show people that this is where Little Rock began and the river was fordable for people to go across for the early settlers. About 100 years later, they decided to just name the entire city Little Rock. And here is what remains of the tip of the Little Rock. And of course, before leaving Little Rock, I knew we had to stop to see one of the most famous spots in Arkansas and a major milestone on the way to civil rights. We are here at Little Rock Central High School, home of the Tigers and home of one of the most important desegregation moments in civil rights history. In 1954, segregation was ruled to come to an end. 9 African American students were chosen to be the very first to enter Little Rock Central High School. Their names were Melba Beals, Minnie Jean Brown, Elizabeth Eckford, Ernest Green, Gloria Ray Carlmark, Carlotta Walls Lanier, Thelma Mothershed, Terrence Roberts, and Jefferson Thomas. Dubbed the Little Rock Nine, these brave students had to fight unimaginable odds just to have the chance at a good education. On their first day of school, massive crowds of protesters showed up purely to keep them out of the high school just because they were black. Ultimately, the president had to literally send troops in to escort the Little Rock Nine safely to class. It was most certainly a sad and scary chapter in American history. But the courage and bravery of those 9 students still shines as a light of inspiration and hope to this very day. This memorial right outside the school has benches dedicated to each one of the Little Rock Nine. And though there were only 9 of the Little Rock Nine, there are actually 10 benches in the small courtyard outside the school, as that one represents the past, present, and future students who will grace the halls of this institution. I think it just goes to show that standing up for what is right and for what you believe in will always have a place in history. Well, thanks for tagging along, adventurers. This is David. You're watching Abnormal Voyages. Make sure you stay tuned for a peek at what voyage lies ahead of us. See you next time. Today we are doing a cemetery safari.
Thanks for watching Abnormal Voyages. Thanks for watching.